All right, Steve, I have your two quads finished up. Well, actually, I guess I should say repaired or swapped. This one was repaired. This is the Skoll V2. I'm pretty sure I already have a video of this exact one on my channel, but you sent it in for repairs. What all was wrong with it was the VTX was smashed to pieces. I don't even know how that could happen. That was crazy. Like let me see if I have it. Or I know I have it. I don't know where I put it though. Here it is. Yeah, see, this thing is cracked. I think that's the BEC. The LCD is missing. I thought something else was broken too. Oh, and look, it's all dented up. Like, how the hell did that happen? Look at that. That heat sink is just smashed in. I don't even know. But anyway, I replaced it with a brand new one, the same one, because that's an awesome VTX, the Mach 3. What else? It was missing the antenna, so I got you a new antenna, the Lollipop. It had smashed up standoffs. I just threw them in the garbage, so I'm not going to dig them out, but they were all bent up. I think it was like the one that goes up here or down here. Yeah, the one down here for sure was bent up. I think one in the back. I don't know, but they were all just smashed in. It was crazy. I mean, I'm really curious what you hit, because this thing was just mangled, but the frame is like perfect, mint condition. I mean, not even well, might be a couple little scratches, but that's it. I mean, this frame is awesome. I haven't really seen any Skoll V2s broken, but even if it did, the arms are super easy to swap out. So yeah, replaced the VTX, got you a new antenna, got you a new crossfire antenna, because that one was mangled up too. Like one side of it was all mangled up. So yeah, got you a new, actually this is an updated one too. This is the V2 crossfire antenna. Oh, and then got you a new 4-in-1. So the old 4-in-1, I don't know what was the deal with it, but motor 1 wouldn't spin up. So I swapped it out with a new motor. And then like motor 2 wouldn't spin up or something. I don't know, it was something weird. So I plugged into BL Heli and it wouldn't even connect, so something was up with it. And then also when I plugged in the battery, the whole quad would restart after like 10 seconds. I was able to arm it and everything, but after about 10 seconds, it would just start over and keep starting over and starting over and starting over. It was crazy. I've never even seen that happen before. I don't know what the deal was, but I swapped out the 4-in-1 and now it's good. So you got a new 4-in-1, new VTX, new antenna, new crossfire antenna, new standoffs, and it's good to go. I did move where the battery cable goes. I made it come out the side here. It just works better that way, I guess. I did have it coming out the end, but it was kind of pulling on it when you bend it up, so it's just makes more space for everything now. Now the antenna has its own area, you know, and the XT60 has its own area. Put some UMA grip on there, a new battery strap, and there was one other thing. I don't know if I must have not had the OSD hooked up the first time around or something, because the OSD for the camera was on, but not the other OSD, the Betaflight OSD. So I turned the camera OSD off. The Betaflight OSD is on now. You got the same things that you would have had with the camera, but you also have other cool stuff that you would want, like warnings and stuff like that. So yeah, it's already bound up to my radio. I put the crossfire button to where you can easily get to it. It's right here, right there. I'm clicking it right now in case you need to push it. You shouldn't have to push it though. You should be able to just bind to your radio and plug in the battery and hit bind in your radio and it'll bind up. But if not, then you can get the button right there. All right, so that's that one. These things are so beautiful. All right, here is the other one. This one had the DJI OcuSync system on it. You guys are having problems with the range, I guess, so I swapped it out for this is the Connex Pro Sight, and I also added a Crossfire Nano. So now you'll just be flying off the Crossfire and then having this just for your HD video. So you'll be able to get quite a bit farther range. This one's already mounted to my radio as well, so I'll show you it. The receiver, oh, it's on the bottom, okay. I put the receiver upside down underneath right here so you can access the bind button right there if you need to. Got you a new antenna because your old one was broken. I can just see this snapping off so easily. Hopefully it doesn't, but I don't know how flexible that. They should have done something different right here, like maybe TPU would have been perfect, but I'm actually curious now if there is a TPU piece that you can replace that with, because then if it crashes upside down it's gonna bend down, but I don't know how far it can bend before it'll snap. So hopefully it's strong. I put a nice piece of thick foam right here to kind of protect the antennas. The camera was a tiny bit bigger, but I made it work. Fits in there nice. But if you want to change the camera angle, you're going to need to loosen up a few of these standoff screws just on one side, and then loosen up the inside screw right here that's holding the camera on each side. Then you can move it and then tighten it back down. I think I got it at a pretty good angle though. It's probably like 35 degrees or so. Okay, so let me get my radio out. I haven't test hovered either one yet. And I actually wasn't able to test the video on this, but I know I have it all set up right, so it should be good to go. I don't know if you'll have to rebind it to your transmitter or receiver, but I didn't have the actually I was able to find a power plug. This plug right here, I don't know if you can see that it powers my 1S charger and my other charger, and I plugged it into the receiver and it powered it up, but I didn't have the USB to USB plug. So anyway, let me get a battery on here. I did make sure that it gets power. It powers on the Connex system, so okay. Here we go. Hopefully it goes good. Oh, thank God. All right. Damn, it's flying so good. Tons of power too, man. Oh, I love those motors. T-motor makes just the best motors, I swear. Alright, so there's the Hulk quad. Let me grab the devil's dick. Throw the battery on here. Alright. I'll show you how much easier. See how if you put your battery to where the battery cable is on this side, the back side, it just swings around and lines up perfectly to plug in just right here. And I zip tied it so it's not going to come down, and I put a nice thick piece of clear heat shrink on there just to protect it. Let me show you the video real quick. Show you what I was talking about with the OSD. So you can see bottom left, you got your battery voltage. The middle, you have your RSSI, and I did set that up so you can see it says 99 right now because you get a long ass range with Crossfire. And then over here is your timer from when you arm is your timer. And then you can see there it says disarmed, I think. So when you arm it, it'll say armed, but then it'll disappear. Okay. So let's hover this one. Here we go. Oh yeah. Damn. Woo. Oh shit, get away from me. Alright. God, I just want to take these outside and go fly them. This is my only big battery though. And it's 1,000 milliamp hours, so I wouldn't get very far on it. One more thing I wanted to show you. Two more things I want to show you real quick. God, those motors, man. There's something else. I wish T-Motor would make some motors that were just like these, but smaller. I know they make a 1408 or 1407 or whatever, but they're not the same as these. They need to make like a 1306 4000 kV Pro 3. Be so sweet. I'm not saying their 1407s that they have now are bad, but they're not as good as these in my opinion. So one thing is I put the Crossfire antenna in the front. I don't know if you noticed that, but you can see there it's in the front. And that is because I figure if you're flying away from yourself, you're going to get shittier range with it in the front. But once you go out as far as you're going to go, when you turn around, you're going to have the best signal because it's going to be pointing towards you. And if you think about it, you're going to want better signal when you're trying to come home rather than going out. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to make it home. So, yeah, I put it in the front. You can move it if you wanted to, but I think it's in a good spot. So, and then the other thing is you probably wouldn't notice if I didn't say anything, but on the red one they're F40s and on the green one they're F60s. They're both, oh wait, that's 2500. I think this is 24. Yeah. So the red one has F40 2400 and the green one has F60 2500. So I'm not 100%, but I believe that the F40 is like a 2208 or something like that, and the F60 is like a 2306. Not 100% on that, but I think that's how it is. Both of them have great power and punch, and everything about them are just awesome. But I just wanted to tell you that so that way maybe you could see if you notice any kind of difference between the two. But I don't know if that would work out because I think this one might be a little heavier than this one. I'm not sure, but you know, if this one's heavier, it's gonna probably even out. But yeah, just let me know if you notice any difference in anything with how they fly between each other. So all right, I think that's all I got. So I'm gonna get these shipped out to you so you can go enjoy them. All right, thanks, man.